Urkel.
Maybe.
He's committed oroside.
I got it from a fantasy name generator. I'm not gonna lie about that. I just was like, I need a name for this island. That one seems nice.
There you go,
We'll go with
loyal
that.
viewers. She steals from other things. That's called plagiarism. I'm just kidding.
You
I'm
accuse
not
me
about
of
the
crimes.
definition of plagiarism, but that she committed.
What?
I said you don't commit plagiarism.
Good.
That would make the books bad.
That would be bad. Alrighty. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I've had so much fun cooking up what you're in for tonight. I'm very excited. Would anyone like to provide a recap from last time?
I could do it.
I need to remember what all y'all know.
That's
Go, Sage.
That's a different story. What Sage knows versus what happened might differ a little bit.
That's fair.
So, turns
Give us a
out,
recap.
found the real people, crazy times. I'm no longer in wherever the hell that was. It's great, wonderful. And now everyone who's hired here doesn't get to wear the bracelets that teleport us back. Nor was it actually explained to them that that would be what would happen if they put them on, really. It was just like, put this bracelet on my little Icarus boy. And then, whatever. They seem a little weird. It's fine. Here's the thing. They were like, just so you know, everyone on your old team died, except for the ones who ran away and absconded with my person, property, assistant. I don't know. He didn't really describe it. But the little guy is still alive. I don't care what they say. That's just the little guy with a mustache. There's no difference. They can't trick me like this. Grumble is grumble. Grumble is grumble. It's the same. He didn't even change. He just changed one letter, I think. I don't know. Anyways, that's besides the point. They think they can trick. Never mind. They think they can trick us, though. It's crazy. I'm Sage. But it's not just having to do with the fact that I look, I like the color green. I'm pretty smart, I think. I like to think. Anyways, the little guy. We went to an island. We went to a place. We were looking for information. Seems like everyone likes this Icarus fellow and his comrades. They kind of seem like, one of those anti-hero rebel leader, whatever kind of peoples. They're like, oh yeah, we want to protect them. They're weak and innocent and must be protected. Sent from God, changing into a winged, feathered, winged man thing. So that seems sketchy. So I didn't tell anyone about that part really yet. Should I? We'll see if I remember.
You did.
Oh, I did. I told most of them, but not really. Enough. I told them enough of what I remember, I think. Grobel is still Grobel, I think. Anyways, there's a weird Kanku. Really weird. Bird. Bird that can no fly. The worst kind. Like penguins. But now we're headed to the place where they're going, or something. It only took bribing some kid. I guess not really a bribe. I just sweet-talked him and cast a spell, and we need to go before he really remembers that I cast a spell on him, because they'll probably start, saying, hey, that guy cast a spell on me, and no one ever likes that. I'm going to go back on my carpet now. This is the worst journal entry. There's not even a song in here. Grobel is just Grobel. Scene.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I as Grobel talked to a cat that wanted ceviche.
Oh yeah, and I made ceviche for no reason. I forgot about that.
Poor cat. I'm just looking through my notes to add anything. Oh, the crew turns out to be like the captain is like the half brother.
Family. Yes.
Oh yeah.
All
Half
right.
siblings.
And also there are death candles up for all of us, courtesy of is that courtesy of Retch or is that courtesy of Sunswood?
Yeah,
That'd
Rich
be a
did
wretch.
made
Okay.
the death candles.
I was thinking so, but I was making sure. Cool.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's just like he was just like this will never go out.
On
But
the
tell me
way.
if it ever goes out.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just checking. My internet's being a little strange.
Gotcha.
All right. Is there anything else you guys like to
Strange.
accomplish or do or anything on the way to Oroside?
I've already cleared the
You
ship of
have,
ghosts
yeah.
and undead.
Oh yes. Every
Yes.
single day.
Oh, yep. You sure did.
This guy's
Mr. Slansud has decided, and I'm going to be doing this now, dang it, to not interrogate the crew about their relation.
Okay.
If the others move to do that, they may.
Okay. That is fair. You guys did discover last time that Captain Finney is the older brother of Icarus. All right. Anybody else?
I think we're just
All righty.
on our way. I talked to the cat more probably, which probably results in most of the same thing of
The cat
ceviche.
is your best friend now. You made that cat ceviche, or you gave it to him, even if Sage is the one who made it. That albatross loves you.
I will, however, let's see, an hour, 90 feet. How far can I get at 90? At the speed of 90 feet for an hour. How far? I need math.
I refuse to do that math.
I
90
will
feet per
calculate.
second? I mean, per 6
90
seconds?
90
Per
feet per
second?
round, yes.
So
Okay, so multiply by 10, and that's how many per minute, and then multiply by 60.
Whoa, that's a distance.
And
what
is
are
that?
you?
That can't be right.
What are you trying to figure out?
How close we need to be in order for my dream sight spell to be effective.
What does your dream sight spell do?
I will send a screenshot. This is too much fun, guys. I should stop, but I'm not going to. It does this.
Oh, okay. Astral projection.
It's astral
Give or take.
projection with true sight. No, you can be seen by true sight. I didn't finish reading it. That's my bad.
No, I gain true sight.
No, you. Yeah, I do. You
Yeah,
do
you
gain
gain
true
true
sight,
sight to 30 feet.
but you can be seen by creatures with true sight as well. So I
Yes.
did finish reading. I need to stop skipping around words.
You got
I skimmed it,
there.
and I skimmed it wrong, and I talked before I finished skimming.
So once we are in range of this, I would like to, like of the islands and stuff, I would like to use this to scout.
Okay. Yeah, so after a couple days, you can see this island on the horizon. It is not much. The Oroside Islands are mostly rumored to be sort of a bit of a pit stop for pirates and criminals, people trying to stay out of the way of regular shipping routes. It's not got a lot. It's mostly rocks, very little in the way of plant life here. And as you get closer towards them, there's just to be quite a heavy mist around. So you are able to activate. How long does that thing last for?
An hour.
An hour. Okay, so how close are you gonna be?
Let's see. I did the calculation of 90 times 10 times 60. I can travel a total of 54,000 miles before I get yoinked back into my vine.
Miles or feet?
Miles
Feet.
of feet, man. Feet.
That is feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, that seems
Miles would
like
be insane.
I know that. I was like,
I
that
am
doesn't
going
seem
to
accurate.
the
Down to
planets
earth.
Even a
in
little
my
bit.
sleep. This world and its distance mean nothing to me.
Yeah, that would be a little a little OP. Okay.
Okay, that's 10 miles.
Okay. So you'll want to be within a few miles of it in order to have any like
Any scout time.
scouting time. Okay. So you get once you guys are within a few miles of it, Slansud is going to astral project. Remind me how to do Lingbot. How do I tell Lingbot to do a music?
Well, first we
Lingbot.
have to
Dream.
Lingbot
Yeah. Invite Lingbot
join
in here.
general.
Lingbot is
Oh,
is
Capital
online.
G general.
Yeah, so
Because it is case sensitive.
yeah. Oh yeah,
And
I
then-
have you can put it in bot stuff if not a huge deal, but if there's gonna be a lot of Lingbot, you can put it in the
No,
Not
that
happy
should
That's it.
disappear after a bit.
Is it
Should.
stream if I'm putting it in from YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, do I deliberately? Oh. That doesn't show up in the help because this was originally supposed to only do local music.
Okay. Excellent. You are headed off to scout this island. Go ahead and give me an investigation check, just so we can see how your scouting goes.
Yes. Investigation. Ooh, not terrible. That's a 19.
19. All right. So you, as you are flying around it for a minute, you decide to fly through some of the rocks to get to the other side more quickly to get more of your time. And you discover that there's actually quite a cave system inside this island. And inside the largest of the caverns, you find a lot of books and bookshelves. You have found a hidden grotto library at the center of Oroside.
Yes.
There are other chambers connecting to.
You cut out there.
dun, dun, dun.
Hello? Am I back?
You're back.
Now you're back.
Yes.
Woohoo! Okay. Where did I cut off?
There are other chambers connecting to the library.
Yeah, there are an assortment of other chambers, including a place where food is stored and prepared. There are an assortment of chambers for people to sleep, different sizes and types of beds. No one is in any of them at the moment. A lot of them look not like super actively used, not like this is someone's bedroom, but it's just like the room of an inn that's unused at the moment.
Yes.
And as you keep looking around, you do find that there does seem to be one single, at the moment, inhabitant of this place. It is a woman who appears to be more aquatic in nature, like she would be more at home living in the sea, but is hanging out in the, what is it? The surface area of this dwelling, grotto, library
Okay.
place.
There are no other occupants, at least of this island.
Yep, none that you can find.
Is there anything that stands out with my true sight?
You can tell that there are some magical protections on this place. That some of the, for example, mists that surround it are not just a natural weather occurrence.
Okay.
This place seems hidden.
Hidden, yes. Are there other islands or anything else of note? And I might study this woman as well, just to gain a feel for her.
Absolutely. The other islands nearby are more just rocky outcroppings than anything. They're not really substantial islands. There's not much going on there. As you study the woman, I want you to make me a perception check as well.
Perception. Oh. Sure it's not insight.
I'm sure. All right. She seems very nice. She's just, she's going through the books, sort of seems to be cataloging, making sure everything's in its place.
Yes, this librarian woman. Interesting. Does she seem to notice me?
You are pretty sure that your presence is completely unknown.
Interesting. I will make sure that I have the layout somewhat memorized before I am yoinked back into my body.
You are able through that time to figure out where the entrance is, since you did just zoom in through a wall. I imagine you'd spend some of that time making sure you can trace a way out that doesn't require passing through a wall.
Yes, none of our groups seems to be the walls are actually doors type.
Excellent, yeah. So at the end of your hour, you are yoinked back to the ship and into your body.
Yes, I will describe what I have seen as well as providing a small map of sorts. I will also alert the captain to the magical protections, as well as give him directions the best I can. I am no navigator.
Okay. Captain Finney takes your directions and starts pulling the ship in towards where you have indicated to try and get you guys close to the entrance.
So no missing people then. Saying this
No
in
one-
response.
No one else was seen. That I may have needed to search under the water, though. Because the woman looked aquatic, it's possible that the place is not entirely all above water.
And just as a reminder / note for your characters, you would absolutely be aware culturally, like whatever the winged ones are above, the aquatic species are below. They are the absolute most reviled portion of, not even really a portion of society. They are seen as bad luck.
Question alongside that, what about burrowing?
Burrowing. What about it?
Where do they stand society-wise?
Same as other landlocked.
Interesting.
So it goes from lowest to highest. It goes aquatic, burrowing, other landlocked, and then winged.
Pretty much, yeah. And then you've got people like Wretch who hold a very special place in society where they're, winged but not good enough to fly, and so they're kind of hated by both sides.
And then there's the opposite, like Sage, who is not winged but is weirdly up in society, but not quite up in society.
Yeah. There's
the
complexity to it.
So we're worried about needing to breathe underwater, potentially.
Yes. That is.
Wow, I make bubbles.
Bubbles?
I make bubbles.
What kind of bubbles?
Big one. And he'll and he'll hold up like a small gem that I probably just use for material components. Like, spell on this. I can make. And I'm just sounding like Yoda now. I just realized.
You spend a lot of
But
time
in
with
short-
with someone who talked like Yoda, and so that's like most of your vocabulary now.
Well, I like to think that for things he's been able to repeat, like for long periods of time, he just sound like more like his voice. As time goes on. But anyway, in short, I have a spell called Breathable Air that creates a bubble of clean, breathable air in a 30-foot radius centered on a gemstone that I use as a material component. That will renew itself for an hour. So if we need to traverse underwater, you guys can be walking with me in a bubble.
Very nice.
That is acceptable.
But it's like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where Katara and Aang were making that bubble underwater. when going through the Serpent's Pass. It's like that.
Very nice. There is.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
We approach, I guess.
All right, you're heading on to the island to head into the grotto area?
Unless if anyone has a suggestion to sneak or otherwise circumvent,
Okay.
circumnavigate.
When you say grotto, like this is not below water, or this is like just below the surface kind of thing. Like, were we given like a depth?
There is a section of it that is above the water, and there is also underwater.
So I would just like to reference a few things before we do this plan. One, I do not breathe water. So
Were you listening to my little spiel about what I can do?
I don't listen to you little non-fly. What?
Bubbles.
I may have generally tuned
I
you
make
out,
bubbles.
though.
Okay, I have
make
a
bubbles,
spell that
yes.
I make a 30-foot bubble with renewable air that lasts for an hour that travels with us.
Okay, we'll say Sage understands that, I guess. And I'm just like, we have to just walk under just a weird bubble thing. Cool. When we get down there, you described the person you saw, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Does that sounds to me like Moana, right?
No.
Different person, no one I recognize?
No one you recognize, other than being the heavily stigmatized aquatic race.
Cool. Why exactly are we going under? Do we have evidence that in this weird place?
You don't have to go under. You just it's also there's an above portion of the cave. You can just walk in, to be clear.
Okay. Is there a reason we're going all stealthy like?
The question was posed if we were to go stealthy or not. The answer has not been provided.
I mean, I could just walk in. The
Yes.
question is, what exactly is it we're trying to...
We were told
Okay.
that they had headed this direction.
Okay,
And so the only person here to ask is this librarian woman.
Are we on the island, by the way?
Not as of
No,
yet.
you guys are still on the ship.
Okay, so we're going to ask. I'm assuming we're going to do this in terms of not saying who we are coming from, and more along the lines of rescuing Icarus.
Track him down. Steal him.
We are searching for him. That might be all we need to say. But if you wish to present it as such, then do so.
We have his siblings
I mean, yes.
on the ship.
So we come with his family seeking him. I think we don't have to be all stealthy about this, because if we do get run into them and we do get captured and they're like, "Why are you here?" And we're like, "We're trying to save this man with his siblings." I'll be like, "Why were you sneaking?"
Then we shall not sneak. Let us go.
Perfect. Okay, let's go, I guess. Who's going to lead the way?
Well, who all is coming? Are you bringing one of his siblings with you? Or are you just gonna say that they're with you?
I'm gonna go walk to what was it, like the first mate
I-
or something was like his brother?
I grab.
Captain.
I grab.
Finney is his brother, and then he also has a sister, Kayla, on the ship.
I would like to grab onto Sage though before he goes. They don't know that we know they're his siblings.
I thought they had told. How did we find out again?
I pull you in.
Sneaking.
We read
They
the
asked
journal.
about him a little bit, and then someone was sneaking around and read like, because there's just like, oh, that's weird that they asked. You know, that seemed like a weird reaction until then someone went and read.
Yeah, some skullduggery.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna pull a coin out from my coin purse, and I'm gonna go. You're right, and I'm gonna like kind of disgustingly like, you know when you ever been touched by a homeless person, and you didn't want to be, and you kind of just like go, you just like ease away from their hand, and trying to be polite about it, but you're just like, please don't touch me, I see lice. That's how Sage is going to. He's just like, good point. And I'm gonna flip my coin, and Wretch, I need a heads or a tail. I need a high or a low.
Hi.
Hello.
Huh. Seems like I'm snitching on us. Just kidding. I guess we're not bringing anyone with us. And I'm just gonna go.
I just wanted to check.
You're right. And I put the coin back in my coin purse. Well, I guess technically I put it back in the little coin purse that I just acquired, and then I put that in my bigger coin purse. It's my
Nice.
new coin purse. I stole it from a peasant.
So proud of yourself.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then you were like, "Here's a tip from his own money."
He gave him 1 gold of his own money back.
Hey, I gave him a tip.
Yep.
Technically, 2. One is don't let people cast magic on you, but he didn't get that in words.
Fair.
Anyways, I'm gonna go. All right, let's go. Let's go find the lady. Person.
Okay.
And as
All
we walk in
right.
there, I'm gonna take some perfume out of my bag and I'll give myself a little spritz so I can be, ready.
Freshened up.
Are
Well-
you wishing to be the main one to speak?
I look at everyone very pointedly, like stopping for at least 2 seconds on everyone, and I'm like, and then I look back at Slansfoot and I go, yes. Let me do the talking. Please. For the love of the gods, please let me do the talking. And then I look very pointedly at Wretch and I go, don't talk. Please.
Are you at a lock?
No. No talk. Let us go.
Are you at a lock?
All right.
While
You
we're,
guys.
I was gonna say, while we're
Go
on the
ahead.
island, like as we go on, like the first little, like beach or like the big entrance to like the cave area that we were discussing, can I keep an eye out for like multiple sets of footprints?
These are pretty rocky shores. There's not going to be a lot of footprint at all.
That's fair.
But you are more than welcome to keep an eye out. At the moment, you see no footprints. Even where you have just stepped. Just rocks.
I'm gonna look at our Mr. The guy who pointed out everything. I'm gonna go, Slanson, you need to lead us. I have no idea where we're going. Plus, act like a herald. You just present me, and I'll do any talking that comes. Let's go. Come. Everyone. I'm on my carpet. I'm not on rocks. I'm just. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm just kind of levitating.
I'm short. I'm just a little guy. This might be a little difficult if it's rocky.
I just whisper under my breath, I know who you are. Not loud enough for anyone to hear. I just know.
I lead the way. Perhaps taking some time to at least take more of a look at there's any decor.
And God says there's a hiccup.
Let there be hiccup.
Internet hiccup rebooting. Just being a small guy.
Dead.
Hmm?
I said they're dead.
Yes.
They're no longer dead.
Says
They're
you.
muted.
Indeed, says I.
Are you back, Cora?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay! Okay. All right, you guys are on the island now and heading into this small, very well concealed cave entrance. You can't see it from almost any distance away, but as you walk up to like what looks to be just kind of a rocky cliff face, it looks like it just kind of opens up as you approach. And there it is. There's an entryway you guys can walk single file through and head into this cave system. Once you're all inside, after a little bit of walking, who is in front? What is your marching order?
Who's got? I've got an armor class of 17, and I'm a barbarian, so.
You can be in front of me, my loyal bodyguard.
Okay.
We've known each
So,
other for
like,
a week, maybe.
Sage.
Loyal bodyguard.
I'll be in the back.
Just
My
try.
AC is 19, so I'll bring up the
Okay.
rear.
Okay.
I will then be beside Sage as a power behind the throne.
Hey, what's the
Okay.
light situation in the cave? Is it pretty dark?
It gets a little dimmer as you get in, but after you get past the first entryway where everything looks pretty normal, it actually gets a little brighter as the walls are patchworked with this glowing blue and green moss of some kind. So it's decently you can see decently well in here. It's not like daylight, but it's
Okay.
not the dark of a cave that you would expect.
Is it
As
glowing
you
moss?
yeah. As you get into this area, first Crabble and Sage, and then
True.
the rest of you can quickly see the woman is standing there, blocking the path. Let me pull up her picture real quick for you guys. She is tall, with very bright, glowing yellow eyes, and she's holding a staff that is almost as tall as her, that has sort of a wind chime type setup of seashells dangling off of the end of it. Dude, here she is.
Ooh.
And she looks at you all and says, "What brings you here?"
I will look towards.
Look back to Sage. Yes, everybody turns and looks at Sage.
Everyone looks at Sage, so does she.
We are seeking a comrade.
An interesting place to be looking for friends.
I mean, should we all look for friends anywhere we go?
No, that would be foolish.
Sage smiles just a little bit. Fair enough. We are seeking a friend of ours who is in need of us. And we heard that he might be here.
Well, I'm afraid at the moment it is only I.
Well, that doesn't seem like too much of a bad thing. You might have seen them.
Who do you seek?
We seek... So he's... You described him as an elf, correct?
He is an elf, yes.
He...
About 17 or 18.
Yeah, we seek our friend. He's a teenage elf, quite young, especially for an elf. But he is in dire straits, and we are looking for him to bring him back to where he belongs.
I want you to make a perception check, Sage.
Oh, goody! I'm numbers.
What?
And just Sage making this check. I guess that's.
Hold on. Wait,
you know,
wait,
everybody
hold
can
on.
go ahead and
Where's
make
my
this
features?
check if they want.
Where's my features? Can I give myself an inspiration before I do so? Is that a thing?
No, I don't think so.
Shit, I don't
Can you
think
inspire
it is.
yourself?
Wait, you
I don't
can.
think that's a thing.
You can. Well, it is with the bards, but I don't remember what level you have to be to get that.
That's fair.
I think you gotta be
don't
high
know.
level bard to inspire
Another
yourself.
creature that
Yeah.
can shit. He does that.
Most
Sorry
of them
about that.
can actually.
Wow.
Did you try rolling?
Have you
Sir,
tried
let's
rolling
see.
better?
Wait, Slotson, would you like to try?
I got the best because I'm short. I guess.
Perception. Sure, it's perception, not insight.
That sounds fair to me. Are you sure it's not insight?
You
If
know
that's
what?
he needs.
I'll allow you to roll either one.
It's not better
Yay.
for me, but maybe for you.
Insight gives me a +3, while perception is a +0.
Uh-huh.
And if anyone wants to switch, they can. I'll allow it in this case.
Good.
It doesn't
Reroll
need to be
with
a
a
good
different
roll.
skill or
Went
to...
down to a 6 for me. Just kidding. I'm not doing that.
Mine would go up to 13, so
Uh-huh.
if it was insight.
Perfect.
Okay, so
I've got 19, so.
Slotson, you pick up on something as Sage is speaking and describing Icarus as in dire straits and that you guys need to bring him back where he belongs. She gets more standoffish. She hides it well, but you can tell that she's not a fan of that. And she says, well, I'm afraid I can't help you.
That's a shame. I know his siblings miss him dearly. All right.
I'm sure
well,
they do.
I guess we'll keep looking. His brother and sister are not going to be happy. Let's go.
Can I use my eyes of the grave to see if there are any undead?
Are you kidding?
What does Eyes of the Grave tell you?
Hang on, it's occasionally sense the presence of undead whose existence is an insult to the natural cycle of life. As an action, you can open your awareness to magically detect undead until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic.
You sense no undead.
Dang it.
All right.
One day you'll get it, Rich. One day
not
it'll
this
be the
time.
game changer.
Okay, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts. And I'm not going to dig, because digging is telling. Would you perhaps know where we should look for our success?
She says out loud, I just told you that I cannot help you. That does not just mean they are not here, it means I cannot help you. And the thoughts you're getting is she is very annoyed and is thinking to herself, I do not like liars trying to gain entrance to my library. Icarus warned me people like this would be after him. I hope they don't find him.
I feel like I completely missed something just now.
Yes, not being able to help us is a disappointment. We are to search for him, though, and by my question, we were directed here, and from here, would there be anywhere else that someone would go?
I swear I said I was doing the talking. I'm so confused.
She answers out loud. I'm sorry. What was the first part of your question? What was it?
It was like, oh, too bad that you can't help us, but what I actually meant with my question was, would there be anywhere else that they would go?
Anywhere else? Anywhere besides here?
Yes.
I imagine there are many places in this world that one could go that are not here. You may try checking a few of them.
I'm just going to stare at her.
Well,
the thoughts you're getting.
I'd like to. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, just the surface level thoughts you're getting still are she's like, please leave, please leave, please leave. I am not allowing them to search this library. Please leave. As if she's trying to just force you out with her thoughts.
So
not that she knows you're there.
She just said she doesn't know where he is. What? Why are we still talking?
I would like to do a thing. So, I would like to say, and when I say this, it doesn't sound like a Kenku talking. It sounds like an older, gruff man. Wretch says, "Can you not tell us because you're in danger of telling us? Did they threaten you?"
I'll raise an eyebrow.
Why don't you all go do something more useful with your time?
Whoa. There's nothing more useful than saving Icarus from those little shits. How dare you? But come on, let's go!
Which you won't accomplish by standing in my door.
I'm not standing in your door. I'm trying to get everyone. Listen, you're being quite rude. You already couldn't help us. I don't know why you're having some sort of weird argument with him. First off, you just started saying things that they didn't make sense. I'm so confused. What? I just look at her. What is going on here? You're talking like an old man. That's weird. You are responding to. Listen, what are we doing? What did I miss?
While this
plenty.
outburst is happening, can I just check and see if there are any small animals around?
Any
Make an
little guys?
investigation check.
Yes. What was that? What kind of check did you say?
A little guy check.
Investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah.
So yeah,
There's no little guys.
No little guys in this hallway.
There's
I guess that
literally
makes
a
sense.
squirrel on Chrome, but it's like there's no little guys. Just none.
There's one
So
just
is-
hiding in my hair.
especially during the "Are you being threatened?" question, because that could pop up some interesting thoughts.
Oh, it does. He says that like, "Are you being threatened?" And that's why you can't tell us anything. And she starts out loud. She laughs at that, and the thoughts you pick up are just like, "I'm much more likely to be threatened by these people than by that child." And thinking of Icarus in that thought, she's like, he might be powerful, but he's about as threatening as a puppy.
Just a moment. I need to look up a spell.
Can I, while he's doing that, do I have any recollection of what type of creature this person might be and maybe their history?
Go ahead and what is it? Make a history check.
Okay. Oops, that's not 230. Don't roll 1d 230. History. That's a 14.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of rumor and superstition about the aquatic races. The one that comes to mind that will sometimes live or spend time above water and on land, particularly known for sometimes inhabiting islands, luring people to their doom. It's possible she's a siren.
I will
Okay.
say, unless if Wretch says anything.
No, that was his
Which-
piece, more or less.
Okay. I'm going to cast suggestion on the woman.
Okay. What is the... Is there a save against that?
Yes, wisdom save. Let me find my DC. Oh,
Is it one
that's-
of those where she gets advantage if we're opposing, or is that only if you're
no.
actually fighting?
This doesn't have anything to do with fighting. Ooh, I could do this. And the if they're immune to charms, then oh well.
Okay.
But the DC is a wisdom 15.
Okay. And what do you say? What is your suggestion?
Well, we can definitely leave, but could we perhaps, us and our crew, rest here while we think of where to venture next?
All of you see as a response to his words that she immediately looks thunderously angry. And she glares at you and she says, "You dare attempt to manipulate your way into my sanctum?"
Sanctum.
You presume that you can go wherever you want, do whatever you want,
No.
find whoever you want,
Yes.
regardless of what they want.
What do they want?
Well, it's unlikely you're ever going to find out. And she pulls from a pouch at her waist a large. Yes?
Is she wearing any metal?
Yes.
Cool.
She has some metal jewelry.
Okay, she has jewelry, so not armor, and the weapon the staff is wooden, I'm assuming?
It is not wooden. Let me give. It seems to be carved out of a light, some kind of stone.
Some kind of stone, but it's definitely it's organic-ish, as in it's not metal, right? Specifically.
It's not metal.
Cool. How close are we to her?
I think Crobble, being at the front, is about 30 feet away from her. So you're about 35 feet.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming can we all tell, those of us who are attuned to magic and things like that, that he just cast a spell on her?
Yeah, you guys would recognize that as a spell.
Unhappy.
That she was very pissed off that he attempted to do that.
And then there's no one else that we have seen along our path here, and there is closed doors behind us, right?
No, it's just the entryway to the cave. It's not actual closed doors.
Okay, but there's no one. We haven't seen anybody so far.
You haven't seen anyone but her.
And Slansfoot, when he mind goblined over here, did not see any other people from what he relayed to us, correct?
Correct.
Man, this is gonna suck for her. I hope. So
she is pulled out from her pocket.
Oh, okay.
A large iridescent feather.
I'm going to cast Disarm.
Yeah, I was just going to attack her with Shatter. So, do we need to roll for this? So, the moment I saw her reach into her pocket, I was like,
everybody roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative.
What is my initiative? Hang on.
Well, I may not have seen any little guys, but I am quick to act.
Okay, Krobel's very much like, she's not a little guy.
+2, okay.
She's not a little guy.
Nice! I have advantage because of my crossbow of warning.
Oh, and I see
I got a 5.
Very
Excellent.
nice.
Excellent. She did win the initiative roll.
Oh, she got better than a 22.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
well, think.
She just rolled very well.
She quick.
Yep.
And, we didn't get a name for her, right?
No, you did not.
Cool.
At the moment, you haven't gotten a name.
I didn't think so. I was just like writing down initiative order, and I'm just like, her. We didn't get a name.
So, as you all begin to spring into action, as you see, she has gotten you. You have pissed her off, and she's pulled out this large iridescent feather from her bag, and immediately casts a spell, and the feather dissolves into light, and the entire area you are in is filled with a blinding light. And when it clears, when your vision clears, you are no longer in the grotto. You are in a strange place that you do not recognize. She is not there. It is just you guys here. Let me pull in the new music real quick, and then
Did we get banished or something?
Describe where you're at. Just trying to sell me a cruise. Stop it.
Why? You don't want to go on a cruise?
I do. Hang on. I gotta go grab the new music.
So that was an object. It wasn't like a thing we could like counter or anything, I'm assuming.
Also,
Probably had a
Lingbot
sword
draw on the
somewhere.
channel, just FYI. Lingbot will have to be added back in.
Okay.
Oh, did it die?
It's not offline, but it did drop a little while ago.
Let me kill it and bring it back up.
Don't murder it. That's rude.
So rude.
Okay.
It's not capable of
Link.
thought.
Stream the new thing. Okay.
Yeah, was that
Once
something
Lingbot's
that
back-
could be counterspell? Do you have counterspell?
No, I don't. I'm not that kind of bard. Also,
Does anyone have
I don't
counterspell?
know if bards even have counterspell.
Bards do have
I think
counterspell,
some do, yeah.
or at least they can.
Well, if you don't have counterspell, I guess we'll never know. Or you'll never know. I know.
But she seemed definitely like some sort of mage, right?
Oh yeah.
Good to know.
Some sort.
Did I update this character or did I just switch them?
Let's see.
Did
you
she
get
seem
Lingbot back?
like she was smart or simply wise in years?
Intelligence or wisdom?
Great.
Or did she have a
question.
strong force of personality?
What kind of?
Yeah. Great questions. She's not here at the moment. You are elsewhere now. Once we get Lingbot in here, I'll put in the music. Where is Lingbot? Returning? I
Well, first you have to get it to join back, and then you can use it.
Lingbot. Here we go.
Oh,
What?
The place you are in now, you have never been anywhere like this. The ground under your feet, it feels like soft, like velvet maybe, but strange and is very, very colorful. And around you, there are flashing lights of various colors and music is playing. And everybody go ahead and make a dexterity save real fast.
X save? Man.
Yes. Dexterity save, everyone.
I'm supposed to have an advantage that didn't roll, so let me roll that again. I
I got a 17.
also got a 17.
Nice.
26
that's
or
a-
25. Sorry, that's a nat 20.
Oh, good. Nat 20.
The first
No.
big roll I've had so far.
Oh. Okay. Well, let me roll something real quick. Hold on. I'm going to grab my physical dice for this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no.
I just forgot to bring them to the table.
I'm gonna be real honest, this music is just messing with my brain.
We got ported into a nickelcade. That's just what happened.
Seriously.
Right.
Oh, I was thinking this.
Well, as you guys are trying to get your bearings and figure out where you are, what is going on, and where that woman is, a massive, like, it looks like a cannonball, but it is humongous, rocketing through the air, bouncing off of walls. You guys hit the deck or dodge to the side, except for Slansud, who gets hit full on by this thing and knocked to the ground. You are taking 8 points of bludgeoning damage, Slansud. As it
like
rockets
that.
around.
Oh,
Sometimes when it hits things, there are... Yeah, I'm going to send you a picture of what you guys are inside
Oh boy.
I like how.
at this moment.
I like how.
Oh no, the floor is velvet. That's not good for ping ball.
It is actually though. Well, I mean, not for certain parts of it, but like certain extents, yes. If you're on a really weird floor.
Well, I suppose pool tables use velvet-ish as a...
They use felt.
Oh,
Try and use
Okay,
something your
wonderful.
characters recognize. It's not specifically velvet. It's, yeah.
Gotcha. Now, does pinball exist in our world?
Oh no, you guys don't know where you are
Cool.
or what is happening. But you are in
Well,
fact inside a giant pinball machine, as the players will know. You guys can recognize this. You guys though, yeah, it's rocketing around, and the ball eventually it disappears, and a whole bunch of lights flash, and a voice emanates from all around you and says, "High score!"
I will get up and like look around. Is there? Yeah. We're clearly in the wrong place. I'm just going to move to relatively where she had been, in case she's still with us somehow, which I doubt, because that's not how any sort of banishing get them away from me spell works. But just in case.
Yeah, there's
No.
nothing there.
Now, initiative was just to see whether we or her went first, or are we going in initiative?
You guys don't have to go in initiative order now.
Okay,
That was
cool.
just to see if you guys were going to be able to disarm her before she set off her spell.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
She casts
Then
pinball
in that
wizard.
case,
Oh my god,
Damn.
she's
She
the
was a
pinball
it
wizard.
must have been. So she's a dexterity-based wizard. Got it. Okay, that's interesting.
She's a pinball wizard.
I like to cast False Life on myself, which is level 2. So just give me some
Okay.
temporary HP.
Okay.
So I get 6 temp HP. And did I see where the ball disappeared to?
Yes, looking around, you can see a dark passageway that the ball vanished through.
I'm gonna, I'm going this way. And then fly. I have, 60 feet of movement while flying. So try and go down the way it came out, or went through, I should say.
Hey, is there a ceiling to this place, or is it like open air above?
that's a good
As you
question.
look up, you can see it does look like there is a ceiling on this place, a glass ceiling maybe, and you can see shapes and shadows outside. And Wretch, you fly headfirst into some kind of barrier. It's not letting you through that dark passageway. Take 2
Oh.
points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so now I'm at 4 temp HP.
Yeah.
I will activate rage, I guess. I think that gives me some stuff.
Pinball machine. Rage!
Rage. Yeah, now I have resistance to damage, and I get bonuses. Yeah.
I just imagine Provo shouts, "A little guy with a little fuse."
I love it. Okay, as you guys are starting to get your bearings and take some actions here, you hear almost like a cranking sound, and then there is another massive ball hurtling around this space. Everybody make a dex save again.
Oh, this is not good.
Damn.
I got a 19.
11.
Ooh. All right. This
What?
time, Sage and Slancid, you both take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you both get knocked into by this ball as it is hurtling around, changing directions. Lights are flashing. The floor occasionally shakes.
Okay, I'm going to look at all the likely. How big is this ball?
Or you observe too
Comes up
much.
to
Maybe get the
about,
higher
like-
ground.
It comes up to like almost up to your shoulder.
Boy, howdy!
It's pretty
And
large.
it's going everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try and shove you up. Well, is there enough space between like the top of like the physical things in here and the ceiling for like someone to be put to sit up somewhere? Or is
Yes.
it like yes? Okay.
Yeah, so there are like the little walls and various pieces of structures here that you could climb on top of them. They don't go up all the way to that glass ceiling.
I'll try and
Yeah.
shove Sansa to start getting him up on what I don't realize is the lever paddle.
I'll be climbing up whatever because I'm only at 11 HP now. That's below half.
Climbing onto the
Okay.
lever.
Yeah, the
I
little thing that
will-
you can. You know what I'm talking about, right? The little.
I know
Wing,
what it
boing.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
I don't
healing
know what
word
I'm
you,
getting on.
as Lon said.
Yay.
So
Oh.
my spell casting ability modifier is +7, so 1d4 +7 is what you'll get. So
Yay.
roll 1d4 +7.
Nice. At this rate, he's gonna need that.
I get 11 healing. I rolled 4 on that.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
You
know,
undid the
that-
last hit.
That almost stopped me off. I have such a small hit pool.
We all.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize this would
But
be
yeah,
so
Crowbull
deadly for
just like shoves you up onto this thing, and then
I will start trying to plot a thing.
and we'll follow after. I mean, if I can get a grip. I don't know how smooth this thing is. If I need to roll anything to try and get up there, or if I'm able to climb up.
I'll just let you guys climb up there for free.
Cool. Much appreciated.
Yay. Okay.
You're welcome.
Here's what. I cannot do much here. Like, everything I do, all my spells don't really work.
On massive projectiles.
You know what? I have an idea. It's not a good idea. Nope, it won't do anything. Unless if... Oh, that might be interesting.
Listen, you attacked her. You made this happen. You have to fix it.
I did not attack her.
You used magic on her. Some
You
people
cast
count that as
magic
attack.
on an unsuspecting person. That's essentially assault.
Says you.
Says the laws of magic and men.
Wretch, what would you like to try?
So there's 2 things I'm thinking of. So one, while we're in this space, do we feel like we have to maybe survive for a certain given amount of time?
Make me Make an Arcana check.
Arcana? Okay, I have a +0 to that, but I can still...
Better than me. I got a -1.
That's a 12 to that.
You know, you do get the feeling that this is not a permanent state of being you've been flung into. That, stay alive long enough and circumstances will change.
Okay, good to know. I am still going to try and smash the glass ceiling with my enchanted mace.
Okay. It is, well, I guess you can't fly.
I can fly. Yeah.
You can fly. Oh, I thought you couldn't fly.
I have
He
the
has a
cape of
magic
flying.
item.
Oh, you have a magic flying thing. I was like, thought you was a flightless bird.
I am
Okay.
a flightless bird.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
20 plus 6 mace. Oops. Okay. But that's a 25 to hit.
Ooh, okay. That hits.
Hmm.
Roll your damage.
Okay. Roll 1d6 plus 8 mace. That's 7 damage. And that's magical bludgeoning.
Okay. You land a pretty hard whack against this ceiling. You feel like a few more of these would really do some significant damage to this glass ceiling. And as you are having that realization, the shadow of a massive, like, way bigger than you hand comes down and slams down on the top of the glass. And the force of that impact sends you back to the ground. Take 5 bludgeoning damage.
So
Oh,
now
okay.
I'm into HP for the first time. So now I'm at 38 health rather than 39.
Okay.
So I have no more THP, so...
I now have an idea. Okay, cool. No, wait. Glass is supposed to be... Let's see. That does 3, but... We have frost. What level am I? I'm level 6. Okay, 2d8. Not bad. Okay, cool. What I will do is I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on that part of the glass that he hit.
Ooh, okay. You have to roll to hit with that. I don't remember how that spell works.
Yes, this is a roll to hit.
Okay, roll your attack.
Roll 1, 2, 3, 20. Nice! That's a 27 to hit.
Oh,
Nice.
Look
Ooh,
at that.
a critical hit. Double your damage, friend.
So that would be, I'm just going to double my dice. So that is now 4d8 cold.
Ooh, very nice. You send that up there at the place he just hit, and some cracks start to spread outward over this glass ceiling.
Okay, and that'll just be my plan. I'm going to do it again.
Okay, I'm gonna let other people get something. Does
Yeah.
Sage or Cravel have anything they're gonna do?
Yeah, I cast Shatter.
Nice.
Yes!
I
Shatter!
I love that spell.
Right, so we're targeting a point on the ceiling.
I'm just going dead center in the ice crack area.
I will check let's see,
So-
check. Well, I
Yeah.
feel like I can't. I would have to check something. Since I am short. I'll check a hand axe.
Okay, go ahead, make that ranged attack.
All right.
everybody gets an attack in before we see what happens.
That's a 26 to hit.
Nice.
Or 12 damage.
Okay. Crobble, you throw your axe and it hits at the same time Sage casts Shatter, and Shatter the glass does indeed. The entire glass ceiling shatters and starts to rain down on you guys, which you do have a moment to think is probably quite dangerous before there's another flash of light and the landscape around you once again changes. You guys land on a surface that is incredibly colorful and incredibly slippery.
Oh, I'm still
you
on my
hear-
carpet, by the way. Does that, like, change
Huh?
at all? I'm on my carpet. Does that change anything? I've been there most of this time.
Oh, well, when you arrive in the space, you are no longer on the carpet. You can get back on it. But when on your arrival, you hit the ground like everyone else.
Oh.
This ground is very colorful, very slippery, and from somewhere a little bit behind you, you guys hear a sort of a bump, 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 bump.
Oh, no.
Oh, fetch.
So you just landed in a new space.
Yeah.
Yes,
Word.
indeed.
Go cards.
I was take an extra second to
I'll
talk
take
with
that.
that.
Mario Kart.
You're on Rainbow Road, guys.
Ah, fetch.
Oh no.
I run for. Wait, I don't know, but
You do start to hear. You don't know what this sound is. There are not cars in the world you're from, but something loud is getting closer.
I'm
I
going.
fly up in the air off the ground.
I'm gonna go for the carpet.
Okay, who
Oh.
has a carpet here?
Me.
Just Sage?
I think just me.
Okay. So Slunson, you're trying to get on the carpet with him?
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
I can pick up Crowble. I'm strong enough.
You pick
Oh,
up
thank you.
trouble. Sage, you push Slunson off of the carpet.
There's not enough space! You started this! Actually, hold on. Let me check the size of my carpet.
Okay.
Inventory. There is not enough space! I go, no! Please, no! It's a 4
okay,
by
make it
6.
Oh, 4x6.
Yeah, I did the random roll to get whichever one. So, yes.
Roll a contested athletics
That's
check.
like a.
Both of you. Roll that
Like a
athletics
beach
check to
towel.
see who gets on the carpet.
That's it, athletics.
But that's about the size of a beach towel. You could fit 2 people on there.
The question isn't whether they can fit so much as whether it can carry them.
It probably can. I can look it up while they're
Either
fighting
way,
each other.
Sage is
It
trying
seems like it
to
just
push
slows
Slunson
down or
off.
something.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it
no,
works, too.
it could definitely have both of us on it. But Sage doesn't
Sage is just-
share and blames all of the chaos and the damage he's taken so far on Slansford.
Okay.
Okay.
Slunson, you get pushed off of the carpet as you try to get on. You slide across the entirety of this rainbowy surface and right off the edge.
Nope, I'm not going to.
Wait
Because
a second.
I'm gonna cast another spell.
It's Rainbow Road,
Okay.
I just realized.
It's
Yes.
Rainbow Road.
Nah,
Yeah, she said that.
Listen,
I did say that
understand. I'm just
explicitly.
not. My brain, I guess, is not smart enough tonight.
Okay. So, this spell doesn't quite work that way, but I'm gonna make it work that way because it's my only hope. I'm going to cast Entangling Scarf on Sage.
What?
What does that do?
Well, I'm gonna use it to help me from going off the edge.
No.
So you're just like using your scarf as a lasso on him
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
magically.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What does it do?
Just around his neck.
Is there a save? there is a save.
No, it's a 2-hit.
No, there's a. Oh, if you hit. Yeah, no, it's a 2-hit. Oh, shiz balls.
Roll to hit.
No!
That's 17.
It hits.
Does that hit you?
It does hit me.
Okay, around around your waist, I won't strangle you. This scarf entangles itself, and then Slanted is like sliding around, dangling from your carpet on his scarf, swinging back and forth madly as you guys start to see these vehicles approaching rapidly across this road. Some of them occasionally sliding off the edge and being redeposited by a little cloud.
Why is
But
there?
all coming very fast towards you.
Why is there a turtle in a giant carriage?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. You got little mushroom guys, you got the big giant turtle spike guy.
Wait, little
You guys don't know who
face
any of these
guys.
are. Huh?
Oh,
Well,
there's little guys. There's little
Yeah.
guys. Oh, no.
little guys riding little cars.
I just want you to understand that the entire
Hi, people.
time, I know this isn't what you look like, Grobel or Krobel, but I've imagined them as my Connors this entire time. Like, that look like Toad, essentially. So this is even better for me.
Incredible, incredible. Swanson, I'm just gonna roll.
I'm going to have another spell if it'll help at all.
Okay.
It
To
might
try and
not.
avoid the oncoming traffic.
To try and cause traffic to collide up there rather than close to me.
Okay, go for it.
Does that make sense? It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. But
Sure, try it.
I would rather
It's a
do
Mario
something
Kart.
rather than leave it to my... Quite frankly, my dex saves aren't abyssal, but like... So far, they've
I-
not been going so good.
I'm so
You know-
sorry about that.
I'm not built for combat, I'm built for investigation.
I'm good for combat.
I'm going to cast Stun Ray at someone in the lead. And try and cause a crash that will happen
Wait.
up there
Wait a second.
rather than
Blue
down
shelling
here.
What color is your stun ray?
It's blue.
He's
We're in the lead. No, stop.
It's lightning. It's lightning colored. It's just straight up lightning
Yeah,
colored.
yeah.
It's the color of
It's-
plasma.
That's incredible.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Make your ranged spell attack for that.
Okay, cool.
The lead at the moment appears to be a woman in a pink dress and a crown.
Well, she
She's
gets
about to
zapped.
immediately
hit with lightning.
Wow. He's
No, no.
six.
Where's the lightning debuff? I need the lightning debuff. That's what happens.
You shrink them. Throw a squid.
It's like way
It doesn't
smaller
really
all of a
do
sudden.
anything. It's just annoying.
It's not normally what happens when you cast that spell, but it does seem like the participants in this race aren't surprised by it, as she like looks annoyed, but not shocked that this has happened to her. And
Well,
this does
she's-
give you
Stunned for a round.
Yep. Yep. Definitely loses her lead, and in that space of time, it does give you the chance to sort of angle yourself to the side, so you're on the edge of the road where you're way less likely to get hit.
Wait,
As far as I know, you're still dangling from the scarf, though.
Yes.
Coral. Are there any dry bones characters or undead characters on the track?
He's desperate.
Drybones is here. He's driving his
Say that
little bike.
again.
Yeah, Drybones is here.
Don't do it.
Okay, hang on.
He's driving his little bike.
Can
Now
I?
we
Let me
find
see,
out
hang on.
what he does when he finds an undead.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's he gonna do about it?
He eats it.
I just bullet bill him immediately. Actually, yeah, I probably could with the Doomhound thing that follows him. I probably could. I could bullet bill him. But I think what I'll actually do is I'll command him. I'll use the command spell and command him to dismount.
Ooh.
So that'd be a wisdom saving throw. And then I'll steal his bike.
What's the DC?
15 wisdom.
Oh gosh, yeah, he immediately just like parks his bike slippy slidey in the road and just like gets off and looks around at everyone passing him.
I put Corbel in the back and I get him to see, and I mimic his hand movements with the controls to start going.
Amazing.
Mimicry is your specialty, I guess.
Yeah,
I do mimic. I'm a Kanku. I can do that.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
Just give me a straight intelligence check real quick.
Kanku.
Okay,
Warlock,
not for me.
And do.
Just to see how well you do.
Yes.
See how well you pick this.
I just need to roll.
Well,
Oh, bad. Oh, bad.
Can I give
You-
advantage since I'm sitting there? And I'm a little guy. I'm a little guy.
Oh, God,
So-
let me fix him.
Like,
you're
no,
pretty
you're doing
sure
like
you've
this.
got this figured out. You immediately drive off the edge. You get picked up by a little cloud and deposited back on the road, and repeat that process about 5 more times before you figure out that you have the steering wheel just like jerked to the left, and that's why you keep driving off the road. And you now have somewhat figured this out, although the road is incredibly slippery, and this is very difficult for someone who's never
Okay.
driven a Mario Kart before.
I would cast guidance on myself as after the first couple fails. That allows me to add a D4 to rolls. So just basically help myself out with this sort of thing.
Okay, awesome.
And I'll be. Wait, I'm on the back, right? You said.
You're on the back.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm watching out for any incoming things that might hit us, and like holding, like I've got my axe at the ready to like. I mean, I don't know about blue shells, but to attack whatever. I don't.
You know about projectiles, though.
Yes, projectiles. Yes, so I'm ready to
Okay.
defend us from projectiles.
Amazing, amazing. We've got Wretch and Crowell on a bike that they've commandeered from Dry Bones, who is now, he just sort of sits down on the road. He doesn't know what to do now that he is minus his Mario Kart. He's just sitting there. Sluncid and Sage, what are you guys up to at this point? You've managed to not get hit, either of you, so that's good. No one is roadkill, except, I guess, Dry Bones.
He's already dead. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, so he's fine.
I hop on my carpet. Do I see a finish line?
Here.
Sorry, what was that?
You can't see a finish line from here. The sound of the countdown you heard before did come from behind you some ways, but just out of sight.
I'm gonna go, I guess, I'm gonna start my race. I'll be a little bit above everyone. I'm gonna go full speed and try and get away from Slanshood in this sense. But I'm also gonna try and like skip over like weird turns and stuff since I'm flying. I'll just take big shortcuts going straight across open chasm essentially.
Every time you attempt to leave the track that way, you are intercepted by this cloud that returns you to your place
Stop
on the
it!
track.
I'm just fine. I go full. I try and go full speed, and I guess at this point, Slanshood is like water
Hydroplaning
skiing
behind you.
me. Yeah. So,
Swinging.
That
how
scarf
much
only
do
lasts
you
for a
weigh,
minute.
Slanshood?
I'm pretty light, probably around 110.
Cool. Then we're going a full. Let's see. Its speed is 60 feet, and I guess we'll be dashing. So 120 feet. That's all I'm doing. I'm just zooming. I'm going new. And if I see any weird
Incredible.
glowy boxes that I see the other things trying to go into and taking stuff from, I'll do that.
Oh no.
Incredible.
I'm gonna fly right into a glowy box, see what I get.
I mean, yeah, you do see as you start to decide to engage in this race, and as you the other bike, Wretch, you do see that there are definitely things that the other participants are either avoiding or aiming towards, and you can do that too. And crazy stuff happens when you do. Crobble, you do have to use that hand axe against a giant chompy red plant that tries to eat you guys.
Nice.
That appears to just be sprouting out of somebody else's vehicle as they drive past you.
What type of thing did I get out of my box?
Let's see here. Yeah. Let me roll for that. You find yourself holding a live squid.
Cool. I will hold the live squid for another round, I guess. I'll see how this goes.
And Crobble, you end up holding the stuff that Wretch gets when you go through a thing, and you are holding several floating banana peels.
Oh my.
This
Bronson, you keep just sliding off the edge and then getting yanked back. You're going back and forth and just holding on for dear life, unless you do something else. You, of course, don't
well,
keep holding onto that scarf.
The scarf only lasts a minute, and I do spend that minute trying to climb back up, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get kicked off again.
If he tries to climb back up and I because he's not heavy enough to where it's been interacting badly at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You'll
let him?
I may let it.
May.
Okay, go ahead and Slansid, make me an athletics check.
Oh, lovely.
Meanwhile, Crowbull, leans back to Wretch and goes, "Do you eat banana peels?"
What?
Peel? What do you mean? Wait, no, banana peels? I hate those. Those are garbage.
That's what I thought. I don't know. I next time I see some little guys, I try. Well, if I see a creature who looks like they might enjoy banana peels more than us, like one of my typical little guys that I like to try to talk to, except for there's not any of those, but maybe a Yoshi or something. I will just.
You're gonna try and toss the banana peel to them to see if they like it.
Yes.
What's his name? Diddy Kong?
Okay.
You're gonna try and talk to Diddy Kong?
Toss a banana
For the
peel to
money.
Diddy Kong. He immediately spins out and several gold coins scatter away from him as he shakes his fist at you.
I think
No!
if I pass by any gold coins, Wretch is a crow, so he will go for the shiny thing.
Beautiful.
Nice. Okay, and Slansid, with that athletics check, you are able to gradually, hand over hand, pull yourself onto the carpet. So we have two racers now, somewhat, in this, with two passengers each. Excellent. I'm impressed, guys. Good job. I expected more of you to get run over in this one.
Thanks.
If I'm being perfect.
I got hit by two ping pong balls. Two balls, and I just, no. Do not recommend.
Excellent. Okay, go ahead and the drivers of these vehicles, let's have you make me a dexterity check each.
Okay, that for me, and I have guidance on.
When you
So
say
that gives me a
vehicles, you mean like
D4.
my carpet?
Yes, your carpet.
That's plus 2, so.
And Wretch, if you're proficient with land vehicles, you could add your bonus to that.
Okay, let me
Some
check if I
backgrounds
can.
have that. Some backgrounds have that.
Yes, I know it's a thing I've seen on sheets, and it's never come up for me. But if you've got that on your sheet, now's a good time to use it.
I'm not seeing that as a proficiency. I'm not
Okay.
seeing that as part of my background or anything. So
Okay.
it might have been. I
Just do-
had to like homebrew it because it did a weird thing. But anyway,
That's
1d4 plus 2. Wow.
What?
Do
Oh.
I have help from Krobel in the back seat?
If it were me rolling, I could re-roll those, but I don't think I can let someone else do it.
Because you are keeping people off of me and letting me focus on driving.
I am.
All right.
Are you gonna allow it, DM?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, thank you.
I'll allow that. That makes sense. So I had to think about it. I had to process
Okay, that's
the
a
scenario
17.
I put y'all in. Okay. This is not an easy feat because you guys just have no idea where you are or what's happening or what anything is. But, you know, instinct takes over and following the road seems to be the way to go since you keep putting back on it by a cloud if you ever leave. You get the hang of it. You guys do not come in dead last. You're relatively middle of the pack, which you guys feel pretty good about when every time you cross that finish line a couple of times as the laps continue, and every time you pass the finish line, a number flashes in front of your face until it says final lap. And then once you guys have crossed the finish line on that final time, the world fades around you, and you find yourself standing in a sort of blank room. There's no light source, but you can see, and the wall just has a dim light that says lobby. It's just you guys. The other people in the race aren't here. And then underneath the word lobby, some numbers appear. Starting at 100 and not too quickly, but steadily counting down.
Oh. If I don't see any other places to go to, I'll go through the lobby area.
You're in the lobby. You're in a room. There's no door. That's just what the wall says.
Oh, to leave the lobby.
So there's nothing.
Oh, there's no door?
There's no door.
We're just in like an empty space with no features except for the light, and on the one side it has the numbers.
You appear to have like earned a break in between whatever's going on.
Okay.
I just look down at Slate and sort of go, "You should apologize. You don't just cast magic on people. They do this. They put us in a weird thing."
I'm just going to stare at him when he says you don't just cast magic on people. Just stare and not blink, because I might not need to do that.
If you cast magic on people, you should at least make sure you're good enough to not get caught.
Stare. I'm also resting. Not that a short rest really
Also, I
gives me
think
enough.
Red should have cast copy on the bike.
Okay. You cast.
Actually, no,
you
it
don't
doesn't
have the
work.
bike
It
now.
only
Did you
it
do
only
that
works
back
for-
then?
It would only work for mid-text. Never mind. I was hoping to see if you could copy like schematics or anything,
It
but
just
it
says
can't.
you just have a page in your inventory that says Honda.
This is what?
Basically. It says Honda.
Oh, Honda.
Oh goodness. Okay.
I think when he invents the bike, he will call it a Honda.
Oh, that's beautiful. I am continuing each round to extend my rage using my bonus action. If our total time goes above 10 minutes, I will have to extend a second rage. So, but
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Angry little
investigating the walls, feeling them up, trying to find to see if
Feeling
there's like
them
a
up.
secret door or anything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check, Wretch.
Okay. Oh, That's a 12.
Yeah, you find nothing. These are featureless walls. You are not finding anything in the walls.
It says
When-
lobby in here, right? Is there anything else in here?
Nope. Just you.
Cool.
As the timer counts down and approaches 0, is there anything else you guys wanted to do before the countdown ends?
How long were we in here specifically?
In the lobby?
Yeah,
100
what was the
seconds.
timer at the beginning? What did it say?
100.
It
So
said 100, so you've been here for like almost 2 minutes.
Okay, so that's not enough
When it
time
gets to
for a
0?
rest.
Yeah, not enough time.
I
Just catching your
would.
breath.
Okay, I would do this. I would cast a spell called Idea. So I flip a coin while in the area while thinking of my problem, and the coin vanishes. I gain a +5 bonus to Arcana, History, Insight, Investigation, Medicine, Nature, Performance, Religion, or Survival needed to solve the problem. If the problem is one that doesn't require a skill to roll to solve, but instead requires role playing, the DM will give me a hint to the solution.
OP.
Okay.
No, it's no more OP than Legend Lore.
You know, that's unfair.
Okay, let me think here.
I've been burning through my spell slots.
Not me, said the boy.
My only spells are talking to little guys. But I don't think there are any little guys in here with us. Who I can't already speak to.
All my spells are about apprehending or talking.
Yes. I have a bunch of
That's
hand
very
axes and a
few.
great axe, though.
Okay.
Oh, and a great club.
Trying to think.
Is it
think I
patience
might
is a
count
virtue or
small.
something?
Because I'm 4 feet tall exactly,
Jeez, you're
so I'm wondering if it makes me small. Yeah, I'm a crow.
I'm trying to think of a good hint. Sorry, guys.
Good.
Is it win?
Yeah.
It's get good.
GG, you noob.
Yeah. Basically, you get the idea that you're able to discern at this point. You're like, these are games. We're in games.
She is a child.
We broke the first one and just got yeeted into another one. We participated in that one and got a break.
I don't know how we were supposed to
Because we're off the
participate with a
track.
gigantic ping pong ball.
A pinball, not ping pong. Ping pong ball would not have hit you quite as hard, I think.
Not
That's
nearly.
probably very true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One damage.
Depends on how Coral decided he had done wrong that day.
Okay, Crobble or Grubble,
That's
one of the
Crobble.
two. Crobble, are you pretty dexterous?
I have a +1 to dex, but I also have advantage on dex saves.
Okay, I have a +2 to dex.
You are more dexterous
So-
than I am.
Yeah, okay, then I'll keep. If we do the same thing again, I'll be the driver still.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
I will continue. Got myself.
But the DM this time, I'll have a ready to action, and my ready to action will be hit Dry Bones over the head with the mace. and take the thing again.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. You
I will
Prepare
also be
yourself.
ready for with my great club in case it needs a twofer.
you ready yourselves, hoping that when the timer runs out, you'll be back on Rainbow Road so that you'll at least know what to expect. Unfortunately, as the lobby fades around you, the landscape that appears, you are each standing behind some kind of cover? Some kind of, like you're in a little tiny little shelter. And peeking around the edge, you can see what looks like a very strange flying army. And each of you...
Oh boy.
There are some controls nearby. You don't know exactly what they do. But as you start to get your bearings, there are definitely projectiles being fired at you from the strange flying army, impacting with your little bunkers and dealing damage.
Okay, these
Okay.
controllers, what do they
Okay.
do? I'm going to mess with it.
Yeah, I
Great.
test guidance and try and interface with the controls.
Okay.
Are we in all our own, or are we like
You're each behind your own, yes. There are 4 and 4 of you.
So there are
Like
four.
four setups? Like 4 of these screens that you posted, sort of a thing?
Yeah, exactly like that.
4
So
bunkers.
We're competing
Four
against each
little
other, or we're
bunkers.
each under our own bunker controlling our own turret.
You have not figured out how this works yet.
Okay,
But you're all inside your own little piece of cover.
I guess. Can I
As-
try and figure
I
out how it
will-
works?
Try and figure out how it
Absolutely.
works, but I have a backup plan.
everybody go ahead and make, let's see. I don't want it to just be an intelligence check. I want to give some of you the opportunity to use a skill. What skill?
Can I be intimidating? Intimidate the... I don't
Oh,
know.
you can't intimidate.
insight,
You know what?
intimidation.
Go
Or
ahead and roll either
Okay.
perception or insight.
Okay.
Whichever
Honor?
one you prefer
Perception works for
to
me.
figure this out.
Huh.
As you guys start,
I got a
as you start
27.
fiddling with the controls. Okay, amazing, amazing.
What are we rolling exactly? Oh, perception. Okay.
Or
Or
insight,
or
whichever one
insight.
is better for you.
I'm just a little guy.
Okay, let's see here. Excellent, excellent. As you guys start fiddling with this, Wretch, Slancid, Sage, you guys all realize as you start moving different things that behind you guys, there are 2 that move when you guys start fiddling with these things. What you definitely think looks like a really big cannon of some kind. There's 2 of those that are moving back and forth. And so when Wretch and Sage, when you move your controls, one of those things moves in response.
Oh,
And
so we're on the
Slancid,
guns.
You
Okay.
push a button, and one of them fires. Luckily, it doesn't hit you. It goes in between, and it hits some of the oncoming army. It destroys 2 of them. Crumble,
Yay.
you are button mashing in an attempt to figure out what's going on and firing off rounds, while Sage is like, I gotta make sure that thing doesn't hit anybody, and his whole...
Sage is making sure that I'm not hitting anybody. Is that what I understood?
Yeah, because you haven't figured out what it does yet.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Music makes me
You
think
guys
of
are close
mischief,
enough,
by
you
the
can
way.
shout to each other, by the way.
Say that again, Coral.
You can shout to each other and be heard. You
Okay.
are not so far away that you are completely isolated.
Okay.
I'm just going to. All right,
Is this meant to
Sage.
do
we're gonna-
something? I'm just. Oh, I'm like Mr. Incredible in that scene where he's like, ah, the remote doesn't
remote.
work while it's doing all that stuff in the background.
Okay, I'm going to coordinate with the one who looks like they're controlling whatever. And I'm just gonna make sure to not hit our structure because we need that, I think.
Yeah, I just open fire on the enemies incoming. I think
Well, you can aim.
I would like to help Krobel. Okay, I'd like to help Krobel, but I don't think I actually have any words that I've heard describe the situation before, so I don't think Wretch is having an easy time telling her what to do.
I'm going to yell to
Or telling him what to do.
Krobel, push button, boom, shoot them.
I'm pushing all the buttons. I don't seem to be doing anything.
Listen! When push button, I'll point the cannon as I push the button, my cannon, and it'll fire, right? Yours is there.
I look over and finally see Sage, who's like been running around with it.
Desperately trying to make sure that when you push that button, it's not hitting any of you guys.
No, please stop.
I stare at Sage and I start trying to push, like, make sense of the buttons again now that I'm looking at it.
Now that it's been pointed out to you, you have a general idea. You're like, oh, okay, I should wait till I know that it's pointed at those things, and then I push the button.
Yes.
Okay.
It's working now.
Incredible. Okay, so this is going to take each pair working together to make sure that this doesn't end with all of you getting eaten by giant pixelated bugs.
So
let's see
we're
here.
divided into two teams. That's how it's going, right?
Essentially, you're not against each other, but yeah, you're two teams working together.
Okay.
And I understand it's
You should-
Wretch and Slanshood and then Krobel and Sage.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. How far up are these things from us? Like, what seems to be the starting distance or whatever?
At this point, because this is taking you guys just like this has been 30 seconds of running around crazy trying to figure this out. They seem to be about 500 feet away.
Okay.
They're getting closer.
So, I guess, what do I need to roll to be able to direct Krobel in this endeavor?
Hang on, sorry, my cat just walked across the keyboard. I have to pull things back up.
Gotcha.
Pardon me. Cats. Okay, let's see. And so, Sage, you are on aiming, and Krobel's on firing. You know what? This is going to be survival checks across the board.
Oh. You sure?
Survival.
I'm
Oh.
raging, so I can add my strength
Okay.
modifier to this.
Do it.
And I'm not proficient, but survival is wisdom, and I have +4 to that, so.
Hey, Grobel,
And
you got this, I say as I inspire you.
I am
My name's
constantly
Krobel.
casting guidance on myself.
I say as you
Oh, I got a nat
inspired.
20. That's a nat 20 for 28. That's the highest I could possibly roll. I rolled a 4 by guidance as well.
Woohoo!
And I believe my current inspiration for you is a D8.
See if I did this right. Nice, that was a full 8, so that's 22. Croble's like, my name is Crobble. And that is somehow nonetheless inspired by you calling me the wrong name. It just gives me max inspiration.
I'm just that good.
Amazing.
You're just that good that even when you say the wrong name, you're so inspiring. Oh, hey, we both got the same survival check, Sage.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
Those are some excellent survival rolls, guys. You guys are able to, after the first little bit of chaos figuring this out, you guys are able to work as a team to take out the entire alien army. There are a few waves, you guys start to sweat a little, wondering just how long this is gonna go on when the game around you fades. And you are back in the lobby.
What?
Now there are chairs and snacks.
I eat the snacks.
Are there
and
any
say,
little guys?
Thank you.
The wall blinks. You're welcome. On the text on the wall.
Who
What?
would have thought it'd be so much fun failing to rescue Icarus from his evil dad?
I use my
Wait,
eyes of the grave.
Failing to
Is the
rescue him
wall
from his
undead?
evil dad, you said?
That's exactly how
We're-
I phrased it.
We're working for his evil dad.
Oh, well, I didn't tell you, but I've decided I'm not sure I want to do that. Sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier.
I use my eyes of the grave on the wall.
But you said you still said that it was, we're failing to, it'd be fun to fail to rescue him from his dad.
Who would have thought it's so fun to fail to rescue him from his evil dad? Or whatever he is.
Okay, but this is not, never mind. We're not failing to rescue him from his evil dad. If anything, we're failing to capture him, but I don't think that we can say that we're failing to rescue from his dad, since I don't know that's what we're.
Listen,
No,
I've
no,
known
no,
this
no,
a
it
lot longer than you, and I think I know what I'm talking about. I say as I eat, like, those tiny Ritz Cheez-It cracker things. You know, the ones like the Ritz with the cheese in between and tiny and just extra delicious for some reason? That's what I've eaten. I've got, like, bags of them next to me. I've just been devouring the little snack bags.
Nice. By the way, I gotta ask, did Reg ask about the wall, or did Coral just preemptively say
I
that?
did. I was saying I want to use my eyes of the grave, my eyes of the grave on it to see if it's undead.
It's true. The whole
I
wall
heard
is
him and
undead.
answered. You are in the stomach of an undead, actually. That's what the lobby is.
But I
No.
would like to ask, may we leave this realm and return to the realm from whence we came? Not the one we were just in.
I say that's not
But
really
with the
up to
real
me,
world.
is
I'm not
What?
talking to you, Sage.
Oh, the wall blinks. You see a dot across the wall, and then it says, "Aren't you having fun?"
I mean, yeah.
A smiley face appears on the wall.
But I want to leave regardless.
It turns into a frowny face.
We could at least finish the game, please. Jeez.
We did finish the game. We defeated the giant blocky
Obviously
insectoids.
not in a waiting room. It says lobby. Really, read the
It
room.
says there are always
Literally.
more games.
See, there are always more games, and I don't want to be always playing more games. I want to go back to my realm.
Why? This is way more fun than, being on a stinky ship.
Well, you can stay if you want.
Well, that just feels not really like part of what's going on. Rude, you're just trying to leave. It's not going to be as fun without all these other people. fine. We're ready to go if the games are over, unless there's like another really fun one up next. And maybe just one more.
I would like to leave.
I don't know. Let's stay long enough for everyone to forget that someone's out here casting spells on people without asking their permission first. I pointedly look over at Slanson and I just go,
There's no blinking. Just no blinking.
That's unnerving. I say as I look the other way. Go, never mind. I should have done this.
Okay. The wall, the text disappears from the wall for a minute and then says, one more game?
I get.
If we can leave right after. Yes.
The text disappears from the wall again for a moment and then returns and it just says, find me.
Ooh, hide and go seek.
And then the lobby fades and the world around you reforms into a landscape that is beautiful, but as you look closer, it really shouldn't be this pretty because it's really all just made of blocks. Kind of like those bugs you saw earlier, but like big, everything is made of just a bunch of blocks. The dirt.
Is it Minecraft or
trees.
Terraria? I have to know.
Well, I'll give you a hint. I've only played one of those.
Okay,
He's
so it's
played
Minecraft.
I have played Minecraft. So. There are trees. Even the grass seems to be made out of tiny squares for some indiscernible reason. The sun is a square. The clouds are all squares.
We're supposed to
look at Sage.
We squares?
You look down. You are all made of squares.
I've always wanted to be symmetrical.
We are supposed to find something
I
or
start punching
someone
the dirt.
here.
You start punching the dirt, and it starts coming away in squares that you hold floating in your hand.
I stored in my inventory for later because I'm obviously going to need it to put in the chest eventually.
Yep. All right, you find you have incredibly large pockets. Pockets of holding, even.
If I fly up in the air with my elytra that I obviously have because I have the wings of flying,
Yeah.
do I see that, is the world small? Like, is it feasible that we could find this person really easily, or is it like
Is it
pretty
the
big?
world?
The world, you can't see the end of it from where you are. Even as you fly up, it seems to go on for quite a while.
Okay.
Lovely.
At least you're gonna get to use your feature again pretty soon once the sun sets, right?
Dang.
I'm going
You're
to.
also dead.
You want it undead.
Uh,
I am a kind god. I
Do we-
provide.
do we know what or who we are looking for?
Oh, you know what, DM?
How
No.
When I broke that one dirt, did it make it toward the grass and the dirt like you could tell something was recently dug up, essentially?
Huh?
So,
Did you put the dirt back?
I did not, but you know how underneath it there would be another block of dirt slightly one lower?
Oh, and like if you just barely put a block on top, then it would still have grass.
Yeah, grass versus
Yes.
dirt. Can I look around
okay,
and see if
yeah.
there's anything that looks recently disturbed?
Ooh, go ahead. Make an investigation check. Go to bed,
Oh,
do
I
it.
see what you're saying.
Good night.
Has it been 10 minutes overall? I'm just figuring out if I need to mark
Yes.
that I've expended a... Okay. I do another rage.
Okay.
I am going to.
Sage, there's so many squares
I'm
everywhere.
good at Minecraft,
It's
but
incredible.
I'm not good at Minecraft.
I start looking around for any little guys who can tell me about this place.
Okay,
I
make an
am
investigation
going,
check.
Chicken
and I'm
jockey.
going to cast Dream Sight again.
Oh, you're gonna astral project. Planted! Well, doesn't really fall prone. There's just stands there, but you can tell nobody's home all of a sudden as you fly off. the
AFK.
astral
Zero
projection.
blind eyes.
Yeah, he's AFK.
And I'm kind of going to go in a circle pattern. I'm not worried about getting lost because I'm just going to get yoinked back.
That's fair. Okay. Great, you go ahead and make an investigation check as well, Slancid. Crobble, you are looking for
Little
Little
guys to talk to. Can give me information
guys.
about this place. And
You see, as you look around, you spot after a moment a couple of bizarrely square chickens and somehow equally square bees.
see.
The bees look far too large for reality, but they seem to make sense in this square place.
I will talk to the chickens first, and I am no longer raging because I cast this thing because I can't do that while I'm raging. So I'm just looking for the thing to toggle whether it's open. Okay. But yeah, I'm doing my little guy. I pulled out my rations, which are strangely square now, I assume.
Why is it so much bread?
Yeah. Everything is. You've got
Everything is-
Minecraft food too. Everything is converted into Minecraft stuff.
It's just all bread. It's just still bread. It's just flat now.
Bread. This is flat.
And I start feeding. And going, little guys. Little guy, just doing the little guy chant.
Mhm.
Just mumbling it. It happened slightly differently than it did for Grovel, but just slightly. It's very similar. And then starts, when the 10 minutes has elapsed for Speak with Animals. Then I will ask about this. And the thing just said "find me," right? But we don't know. I ask the. I try to describe this smiley face text-based thing to the chickens. It's like,
The chicken.
I assume they don't have an answer for that.
Describe an emoji to a chicken.
Yes.
And the chicken is looking at you and says, "Child,
Child?
child."
Child? C-H-I-L-D?
Yes, that's what it said.
Is it calling me a child, or is it saying there is a child?
You do get the feeling it's calling you a child.
I'm not a child, I'm just a little guy.
Child.
No, there's a difference.
No.
When I was a child, I was an itty bitty
Child
guy.
small.
Now I'm just a little guy. What is
Child
it?
small.
I'm taller than. Wait, hang on. How tall am I compared to the? Let's see. I'm a halfling. I'm probably
You're about
Am I about the size of a chicken? Am I slightly bigger, or am I? I'm trying to remember how big chickens are compared to.
trying to remember how big the villager baby children are compared to chickens. I think you're about eye level with this chicken.
I was gonna say they're the same size, yeah.
Yeah, you're like eye level with this chicken.
Actually, I can't say that with accuracy because I'm debating because my brain remembers. Oh yeah, most of my Minecraft lately is mods, so I don't remember what the actual size of a giant is.
That's fair. You're eye level with this chicken.
All right.
Any discrepancy with Minecraft in here can be attributed to whatever mods are on this particular game you're in.
Yes.
Oh, do I have the tree felon mod?
So
All
this
right.
chicken has declared you a child.
Not again.
Not a child. But
Try.
regardless, is there anybody else here? Maybe more square people?
All squares.
People, though.
People. Yeah.
Like, where?
The chicken looks around as if it hasn't thought about where people might be found. It just knows that they're like around. Caves? Maybe? Caves dangerous.
What kind of danger?
Spiders? Zombies?
Spiders are just little
Skeletons.
guys.
Slime? Fall! Die! Lava!
I don't know that I've ever encountered lava, so I'm just like,
This sounds like a horribly awesome place. I
lava?
need a bucket.
Lava! Very hot! Cook!
You could cook a chicken
Lava
in
cook.
lava.
People wander.
Wonder. Is there always? I'm trying to think if I'm smart enough to be thinking about if there's a day-night cycle, if I've noticed any changes or not. How long is a Minecraft day?
Ooh,
Sorry, that was the cat.
several minutes.
Hang on, let me look at it. How long is a Minecraft day?
It's
20
10 minutes,
minutes
I
in-
think. Oh,
Okay, hang on. Day is 10
I
minutes.
don't. I think.
Okay, so it's a total.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on. Around 20 minutes. Daytime in Minecraft lasts for 10 blissful minutes of building and exploring. A full day and night cycle in Minecraft lasts about 20 minutes in real world time. It took me 10 minutes to cast this spell, so.
Oh my gosh, the sun is setting. The sun is setting as you speak with this chicken. Also, let's go over to Slancid real quick because Slancid is
Yes.
astral projecting, zipping around in circles. What was your investigation check?
21.
Oh, nice. Okay. You see a lot of cool stuff, and as you're going, you do see, after a few minutes of looking around, stuck out of the ground, where there's nothing. It's surrounded by like little tiny square flowers. There's a signpost with a little sign on it stuck out of the ground.
And what does the signpost read?
You go up to that sign and read it. There's another one of those little emoji smiley faces on there. It looks like the one you saw on the wall, but this one's sideways for some reason. And it says, "I know you will like this game." Everyone does.
Okay. Are there any other hints nearby? Any tracks? Or
Oh, what just left? Was that?
I think that's
Lingbot?
Lingbot.
It was Lingbot.
That's fair. I didn't put Minecraft music in here for this. I should have. That would have been really funny.
Here
Would have been great. I had music for the library and music for the arcade stuff, but I neglected the Minecraft music. Oh, well. There is a patch of grass you can see a little ways behind this sign, a little square of grass that is, well, it's dirt, surrounded by grass.
Wait,
Oh,
I dig
okay.
it. I dig. Oh, never mind. He's over there.
No,
I don't
you're
know.
not there. This is Slanson, who is astral projecting.
Damn it.
So they can't
Damn it,
even touch
Slonswood.
it.
Swanson will
Well,
not get yoinked back for 3 in-game days.
It's so true.
it lasts for an hour.
Yeah, but an hour is 3 Minecraft in-game days.
Yeah, Minecraft days last for 20
The day
minutes.
cycles.
Yeah, day-night cycles.
Okay. Well, good thing I can't be seen, mostly.
Your body
said-
can
just
be,
said
but
body.
Rich
Your
already
body
established.
can.
Oh, well, if I'm hurt or disturbed, I'll get you
Oh, then it yoinks you back too. That's right.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's
What
good.
are you doing, Slonswood? Slap.
Yoink! The sun is setting. You've been yoinked back. Crobble.
Grobel.
I found a.
Crobble has just
Oh,
finished
like-
conversing with the chicken. Or yeah.
My head will,
Yes.
like, perk back up, and my eyes have not closed the entire time.
Yep, none of you are blinking. You don't seem to need to.
I probably did the last thing I asked the chicken was about shelter.
I'll say, I found a hint.
A hint?
Yes. That direction. There is a sign with the words, I thought you would like this game. Everybody does. And a smiley face.
I rush there. Full dash on my carpet, which is 120 feet per seconds.
Your carpet has also been turned into elytra that you just have.
I'm just
like,
going.
you're wearing like a cape. You just fly on
Yes.
Superman in it.
Or would it be a happy gas? Yeah, because it can carry up to 4 people, and you can fly it now.
No, I don't like some of the new Minecraft things. It's gonna be the elytra. How dare you? Push.
You say that because I told you that you would like it, and you want to prove me wrong.
Shut up.
So yeah, you go where Slansuit has indicated, and anyone who can't fly is just following on foot as the light fades. And you see the sign he was talking about and the patch of dirt behind it.
I dig.
I dig at it.
Okay. You guys dig it up. You find under a few squares of dirt, there is a chest. And inside the chest, there's an assortment of items. There's a little bit of food. There's a couple different tools. And there is a compass.
Oh.
Interesting.
Does the compass seem to point north based on the setting of the sun?
It does not.
This does not point north.
It doesn't need to. Let's go. I follow the compass now.
Quick question.
Right.
I know the day night is accelerated, but do I
Yeah.
feel a need to sleep with the setting sun?
No, you do not feel like your circadian rhythm has been matched to this place.
Are we getting hungry?
And I don't.
Not yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so it gets darker out, and you guys start to hear some real unsettling sounds from all around you, and you realize as the night has fallen, so have monsters emerged. And yes, Wretch, most of them are undead.
I seek the nearest one out, or the nearest group out, and I use my channel divinity and use destroy undead.
Ooh, okay. Remind me, is there a roll for that, or if they're below a certain level, it just destroys them, right?
Destroy CR 1/2 or less creatures who fail turn save, which is a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, none of them are going to save on that. So, awesome. You run up to a pocket of them and just destroy like 10 zombies that were lurching towards you guys.
So much meat.
Wretch like slowly turns around, and you hear in Sage's voice, "I love this game." And he goes around flying around for the next like 5 minutes, just like decapitating zombies and bashing heads in and stuff. Like,
Amazing. Are you staying with the group so you guys can follow the compass, or are you just gonna party and
for the most part, I mean, they come
get
to
lost?
us, so I'll just
It's true.
circle the group like a vulture.
Beautiful.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Okay. You guys are following this compass. I want everybody to make a survival check for me
Not again.
as you traverse the Minecraft.
Well, I've entered rage again for as we're walking through since there are enemies around, so I get to add higher
Ooh.
modifier to this.
Nice.
I'm too focused on stuff.
Yeah, that's a 7.
It's accidentally punching the ground and getting stuck in holes.
Yes.
And then you guys have to turn around and save Cromwell when they are then getting
Yes.
like attacked by
Because
zombies.
I'm so short and I have to like jump and it's like
It's hard to get out of the hole. And this chicken that is following you, every time that happens, it just looks at you and goes, "Child."
oh.
It likes
Excellent.
you.
How tall is Rich, you were also fairly short, right? Are you
I'm 4 feet exactly.
cool?
How tall were you in real life, Cromwell?
I just forget if I put an actual height
Oh,
in here. I just know that I'm a little guy, so
fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you're both about eye level with the chicken,
it's
we'll say.
okay. Halfling about 3 feet tall, so I am shorter
Okay. Yeah.
IRL. Although in Minecraft, it seems like they have set sizes, so
True.
So in Minecraft, you are 1 block tall. I'd probably be like a block and a third.
yeah.
So I'll be like a fence height.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Nice.
You can be a
Nice.
head taller than the chicken. You can look down on the chickens. Just as the chicken is now looking
Good.
down on Cromwell, who is stuck in a hole.
Nice. Once I go into a rage, though, I believe I drop any spells that I have cast, so I no longer understand the chicken.
Oh, that's fair.
I-
You just know.
I just know it's like looking
Every
at
time
me,
it
and I
looks at
just
you and says
understand the
that.
vibe. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just stop
like,
bullying
you can-
me,
you
you
can
stupid
guess.
chicken.
Exactly.
Excellent. Excellent. Alrighty. Now, for the sake of time, we're going to somewhat montage through this. I'm very sorry that I'm not switching this to a D&D in Minecraft campaign. I know that some of you would very much enjoy that, but
I
this
dig,
is
and I
but a
farm.
sequence.
You
I dig and I farm.
yes.
I farm and I
It-
dig.
It would be kind of fun if we could all spend like an actual Minecraft session together. That would be fun. But
That would be super
The
fun.
next D&D session is just a LAN party.
Yeah.
You know what? That'd be
We
fun.
all go to
Actually, can we
Minecraft.
do that? Are we able to do that?
Who here actually has Minecraft?
I
do.
have
Minecraft.
Minecraft on the Switch. Sometimes
Yeah.
it has connection issues with computer stuff, but I can at least try.
I'll make the gold farm.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm going to attempt to make a thing for you guys in Minecraft.
Nice.
Yes.
And we'll see if we can get everybody into it. So we'll wrap that here then, and I will attempt to design a thing for you guys to find this mysterious being.
Awesome.
And then next time we are doing this campaign, we will either do that or I will just explain how you got out if need be.
Alrighty.
I think that'll be fun. I hope you enjoyed the arcade.
I did.
Blair me
I
had a
had
lot of fun. Wretch me was very stressed the entire time.
Yeah, I
Sage
knew
was
it would be fun
confused
for
as
the
to how
players.
all of this started. She didn't know. Why did you cast spell? Why did she start talking to you? I'm so confused.
She started talking because I asked a question.
Yeah, he asked questions out loud and then was just
Oh.
detecting thoughts to sense her answers.
Ah, I missed that part. I
So,
thought he like did mind things, and I was like, what are you doing? I didn't.
Oh, I did
gotcha.
eventually
No.
cast suggestion. That was
Yeah,
eventually.
suggestion was what tipped her over the edge and made her banish you guys into an interdimensional prison.
This is a prison? Nah, too fun.
Oh, look. Just like how that one Forsaken tortured with pleasure.
Ah,
Fun
great.
could be,
So she's Grayendel?
I guess. Oh, apparently my sister was literally playing Minecraft, so
Nice.
Aw.
that's fun.
I hope she also enjoyed the arcade. I had a lot of fun designing it and concocting it with my coworkers who have the vaguest understanding of D&D, but think it's very funny what I put you through.
Oh, very rude of them.
I told them about that time I trapped you in cursed homework.
Oh yeah.
That was fun. I remember that one because all the runes that were circled in red, you guys kept like trying to activate them, and I kept being like, for some reason, all these circled in red runes seem to have mistakes in them. And you're just like, what's happening?
I'm never smart enough to like figure that stuff out either. I'm just like,
I tried so hard.
I'm
was so
smart,
fun.
but I'm never wise. Anyways, let me
You also
stop
set the
this
scroll on
stream.
fire that you needed to escape.
I did